The year's 1879, but the history's not our own. Everything changed on July 3rd, 1863, during the Battle of Gettysburg. The dead rose up, the shadows darkened, and a reckoning had begun. Humanity's worst nightmares now walked the waking world. Everything seemed to be headed to hell in a handbasket. Humanity, however, was more resilient than the terrors expected. A secret war began between the darkness and those who would stand against it. A few sturdy folks from all walks of life, from school moms to nuns, from snake oil salesmen to steadfast soldiers, and children to old coots, have risen up to stand between their fellow humans and creatures born in the very pits of hell. Some were fated to fall, but others stood firm. For the next hour or so, sit back and listen to the stories of horror and heroism, recounting of the sacrifices these unsung heroes have made. Enjoy these tales from the Deadlands. Be warned, however, these tales are not for the faint of heart.
Hello and welcome once more to the Knights of the Smith Dinner Table actual play production of Tales from the Deadlands, brought to you by Poppets Coffee. If you love great coffee, head on over to poppetscoffee.com, pick yourself up a bag or six. They ship anywhere in North America, and it is some of the best coffee you will ever have. Even John Doom is excited to try it when we see him at Gamehole Con here in about a month.
Yep.
And we just got a bag of pumpkin spice, so for all the pumpkin spice lovers out there.
I may have to get a bag of that to try.
If it's not gone by then, I'll bring it with me so you can try it.
I'm not going to be there.
Oh, shoot. That's right.
Yeah. We have a band contest.
Yeah, I heard we're doing lunch at a gas station in South Bend or something.
Yeah.
So you can pick up bags on the way.
Yep.
All right. So when last we left our Western warriors,
There you go.
they had followed the trail of the finger compass all the way to a large graveyard, because it does have a church attached to it. Not a very big church compared to the size of the graveyard. However, they noticed that the graveyard was protected on all sides except for one by excuse me, a bunch of cannon towers. And as the sun set, all of the cannons turned to face inward rather than outward. And so they started to look a little more, found that they could go up the side of basically a small mountain and then rappel their way down into the yard. And at the bottom, they found this large open grave, just hundreds of bodies piled into this grave. And they're all in various states of decay. And as they were following the finger to get closer, Daisy and Charles, suddenly from under the pile, we had, and this is just, this is just the oh, there it is. This is an image of the actual miniature, because unfortunately there's no artwork for this.
Sounds like a call to our peoples.
Yes, it does.
It is. And this is what erupts up and out of the pile of bodies. And for those of you listening, it's just this conglomeration of skeletons piled up on top of each other with lots of skulls and rib cages and spines and legs and arms. And if you guys want to see it yourself, you can actually find it on Pinnacle's website. They have it there. Miniatures even for sale there. And as the wave of fear of this thing roaring up out of the pile of bodies washes over them, everyone steals their will except Dr. Stanley. Now, Doc Stanley, click on that fear macro and then click on the fear roll. I believe the fear macro is in slot 1 on your macro bar.
Are you leaving this up to fate? What?
Is there a fear penalty being applied to this roll?
So if I remember correctly, put a 1, not a -1, put a +1 in that
Who's playing a popping game?
Sorry, I think that's me.
And now the most rare roll in all of Savage Worlds, a D20.
right? All right. I love it. As comes up with the panicked result. He is immediately going to move his full pace plus a running die. Go ahead and make that running die roll.
Dave, what is it with you and running in the dark?
Uh-oh.
Is there a cliff for him to run off of?
There is not.
No, there's a cliff for him to run up, though.
Yes.
And that's exactly what's going to happen. He's going to run and he immediately starts trying to scramble back up the cliff face because he knows it's safe that way. Now, what will happen is at the start of each round after the first, you'll get a free guts roll to see if you can break this panic.
Oh hell no! 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 No one said about no.
All right, everybody head on over to the encounter tracker and go ahead and draw your cards.
I'll take it. And it's a very man of science thing to do, is to run away screaming from something that makes absolutely no scientific sense.
Where do I get this, James? I'm sorry.
Right here.
Okay.
Oh, that's weird. I clicked mine and it didn't draw.
There
There
we
it
go.
goes.
All right. Would anybody like to spend a Benny on their action card?
I go before it does. I'm satisfied.
Okie dokie. So, starting off on the Queen of Diamonds, it is the Queen of the Posse herself, Daisy.
So, sorry, I'm pulling up my character sheet.
That's fine. And go ahead.
No, you go.
I was going to say, for those of you watching at home, this is what the token that is made by one Devin Knight looks like.
What is that referring
Oh,
to?
that's a good one.
I like that.
That's not what we're fighting, though.
It doesn't have the actual same head, but
Okay.
it is very, very similar.
What did I just pick up? I forget.
Ability wise,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's on your equipment list, your gear list under weapons. I don't know if you
No,
want to
like, oh, but I don't know about that.
right.
I meant like the fan the hammer and my edges.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you've got fan the hammer, which means you can slap the hammer on your pistol like a redheaded stepchild and fire
Uh-huh.
anywhere from 1 to 6 bullets. You will have a -4 penalty for each die that you use in the shooting roll. Each bullet gets its own shooting die.
But it's all everyone is a -4.
Correct. And it should have a macro when you fire off the weapon.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do that.
It does have the macro. Oh, did I forget to set your dice by the computer?
You did. I got them.
I'm sorry.
I know where they are. Okay. So what do I have to click?
Click on the icon, or let's see, you'd be on the first page. Click on the little chat bubble that's next to your peacemaker. Are you on under gear, and are you under?
I'm
trade?
in my gear.
Okay, so just click on the icon for the peacemaker,
Like,
and then fan the hammer. Oh,
fan the
it's
hammer.
saying, hold on, let me get you reloaded.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I don't know why you were unloaded.
Because Foundry likes to do that.
Oh, you mean like my gun?
Yeah, your gun was unloaded.
Okay. I thought you
No,
meant you
we
had to like reload me somehow.
No, we just assume you're always loaded, Cheryl, because you're a school teacher and you got to get through it some way.
Some way. Okay. Now it says I have a fan the hammer. Multi-action penalty. Do I have any?
Are you doing more than one action?
No.
Then nope, no multi-action penalty.
I hit roll. And then I'm rolling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 d8s.
And 1d6.
Okay. Well, I don't have that many d8s up here. So let me pick out my favorite. 1, 2. I am sorry, I'm yawning, everybody. Okay.
We have had a long weekend.
I've had a long life.
And I hope it continues that way. I'm not, I don't want any more funerals for a long time.
Right?
You've definitely had your share.
Okay.
All right.
But I don't think any of these are going to hit. Like, I feel like I wasted this.
I mean, it can always ace.
It's never a waste.
And you never know till you try.
My roll button isn't there.
What?
There it goes.
Okay.
All right. Would you like to spend a Benny on that? Because currently, not a single bullet's hitting.
I told you. Yeah, why not? Daisy's a pretty
Stubborn individual.
ugh,
That didn't sound good.
yeah.
On the
Do you wanna
plus
go-
side, your friends are up a hill. I hear lots of dice rolling.
Oh, it was only because I have lots of dice.
Oh, all right. So, still a miss.
What do I have to get to hit? Can you tell me that?
You
You're
need one of those D8s to ace.
yeah. Oh, she's spending another Benny.
Why not?
This way
Oh.
you can cheat better now that you know you need an 8 or better to hit this with your -4.
Now watch her get like half the dice and 8s.
Right. That's why I said she has the opportunity to cheat better.
No, this is my last time. I'm not. Daisy's failing. I mean, they were better rolls, but just not.
All right. And the good news is none of those were a 1 or a 2.
My random dice was.
The wild die does not count for innocent bystanders.
Oh, okay. Okay, what
All
good
right.
is that? Like, how could I make that better?
If I remember right, I think down the road I've got your agility going up, and then your shooting and fighting also going up, which would make it easier to make that -4 penalty on a straight roll.
Okay, I would say, because right now it seems a little useless. A good
How
way
does
to kill my
Daisy feel
Bennings.
about the fact that she just like unloaded her gun
I mean,
and
that's
not a
pretty
single thing
rad.
hit?
Oh,
I just imagine like the bullets shooting through the rib cage and not like actually hitting anything. Like she hit every shot, but it just zipped through the spaces where like
It's
normally
because there
there's
was no meat. Yeah.
Exactly.
Thank you, Chuck.
Yep.
Thank you for realizing that they were all hits. Just
Yeah.
I mean, is she mad, frustrated?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah.
I mean, have you met Daisy? She's as cool as a cucumber. Perfectly accepting that that is what fate has decided to do. No.
And deep inside her head, she hears a, "If you let me out to play, we can hit it."
You've lied to me before, you liar, pants on fire.
Oh, shoot. I forgot to click begin encounter. All right.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you forgot to hit record.
No. I cannot.
that would have been just typical.
All
That
right,
would have
guys,
been
we
great
gotta.
because then I could have rolled again, maybe. Not
Right?
spent 2 bennies.
Okay. Cole. What is Cole going to do? He sees this abomination at the bottom of this mass grave. Daisy just completely went to town with her pistol and didn't hit a thing.
I do have a question about that, James.
Yes.
Did that happen to alert anyone?
We don't know yet.
You don't know.
Okay, I didn't see any mystery dice rolling across the screen, so I was just reminding you there were the towers also.
Yes, I am fully aware.
Okay.
But that's also a fun mod I've got called Hide GM Rolls.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, this is bullshit then.
So
Doesn't
Yeah,
have
I also noticed you're hiding your dice tray, mister. I'm rolling
That's-
out for everybody to see.
I'm using the digital dice tonight.
Sure, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I can go
And-
down and check if you guys want me to.
Yeah. How many Foundry mods are out there that where a GM could set their dice roll, but it still looks like they rolled?
None. They don't believe in that.
No, they absolutely do.
That fudge, but
Yep.
it hasn't been brought up to date. And
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Like 2
I know your
days.
tricks, Mr. Smith. I know your tricks. Cole, what are you doing with your turn?
all right, so she unloaded into it and completely missed.
Yep.
I didn't completely miss.
Well,
I just didn't hit anything.
you didn't hit anything.
The last time fudge was updated was for version 7.
But I know the doc can do some weird stuff, and I saw him run off. So what I'm going to go do is we're going to walk up.
You're going to run off with them.
Nope, I'm going to
Thanks, Cole.
walk up right behind him as he's trying to scabber this side, and I'm just going to scruff the back of his collar and turn him around and say, listen here. There's Daisy's what, 8?
Sure. I don't remember off the top of my head. Do you want me to look
I think
through?
so.
I think it's 8, yes.
There is an 8-year-old down there with more steel in her nuts than you have. You need to get down there and fucking take care of this.
I don't know that that's very good motivation. I'm just throwing it out there. Like,
But I'm gonna try to intimidate him to get out of his sphere. Like, be like, listen here.
Bring him
Shock
to
him
his
back to his
senses.
senses, yeah.
I like this idea. That's going to be worth a penny.
That'll be what, a support roll on my
Yep.
roll to break free.
After he does his intimidation roll.
Yep.
Oh, you scary. Oh, no, you're not. You're not scary.
We'll spend that penny we just got on it.
Would the dim light penalty apply here because he's verbally intimidating him?
No,
That's
is
a good
that
question.
actually being...
So Then that first one was a success.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then I would not
because that
need
was
to use that
-2
Benny.
for that.
So I re-added the Benny that I
Mhm.
used.
So yeah, that first one was a 4. So that is a pass.
Is it an opposed roll?
Nope. So that will give you a new fear test to see who scares you more, Cole or the bone critter.
Which means he still gets my bonus from
Yup.
my stuff that I made for the general fear level.
Yep.
And do I get that now or on my turn?
You get it now because he's taking the
Okay.
action now.
All right. Big money, no whammy.
Any modifiers I need to put in?
If
Why
it
don't you
doesn't
just
have the
give him a +4?
no, if it doesn't have the fear level added in, which is a -3, that would have to be added on.
It's
And then-
currently showing fear at -4.
Okay, that would be correct then.
And then my lycanthrope.
Oh,
would
because
drop
the
2 of that.
monster has the fear modifier.
And then my
Okay,
lycanthrope that we procced earlier would negate 2 of that.
Yep. So you're going to be at a -2.
Okay, so I should set this to +2.
Yep.
And then he's got the +1 from me intimidating him, right?
Yep.
So a total of +3. So you're at a -1 overall.
Nice.
Very nice. Come on, explosions, dice explosions.
Ace them dice.
As my players in my Monday game say whenever there's an important roll. All right, we're all holding hands. That is not quite
Cool.
enough.
Benny.
Actually, that's 2 higher.
Yeah, still not enough to pass, but because the dim light penalty.
Oh,
The Benny
yeah.
didn't make it any better.
Oh,
Nope.
Benny. I'm usually let's not spend anything. So
Right.
this is true.
the fact that I'm like wanting you to do one,
I'm okay with that.
You just got to roll a 5 or higher.
Of course, you're okay with it, James.
All right, Dave. Cheat better.
He just face palmed.
Oh no.
Yes.
that's because
Yes.
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 Jody would be proud of you, dear.
We'd like to throw this critical failure out to a dear friend of ours, Jody Black.
Click
She
on
has
that.
enough of her own.
The good news is it's still only a 1 on the fear table. Now, I would like to throw it back to those of you who watched the Deadlands Dark Ages stream. We saw the BBEG of the night on his first action absolutely die of a heart attack.
Fantastic.
So now I assume I go ahead and go back up to that original macro and hit the other button,
Back to
right?
that fear roll. Yeah. Click on that fear roll, modifier of 1. Pray you don't roll a 20.
20.
My wife is kind of a dick sometimes.
Well, at least he got you out from just the blind panic.
All right. So yeah,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
no longer.
At least I can act.
Yeah.
You know, some people are really good at making characters.
You're the best, Cheryl.
I am not one of those people.
I'm going to throw you a Benny for that one.
I'm just saying. I'm not even on the intro splash screen. I'm not updated yet.
No,
That's
you
true.
are.
We
You are
need to
updated.
recycle
You're
Oh,
it,
updated.
you
Matt.
updated this week? I missed
Yep.
it. I didn't read it. I was just so
Oh.
used to it. Well, congrats, Stanley, on being upgraded from
Maybe I
In
should
memoriam.
not put you on there.
I say just in time for us to make a new character.
Yeah.
All right. It is
Playing-
That
Charles'
becomes
turn.
the standard. It's
Right.
like, I'm always a character behind on the intro screen.
Playing Who Knows This Week.
I was gonna say we could just say playing new
A
character
new character.
yet to be determined.
All right. Well, this thing looks nasty. So we're going to pull good old Winnie. And take a shot with, I think, my 73.
Which Winnie? Because you've got two.
Let's see. The 73, yeah. We're just going to shoot once. Let's see how we do.
Come on, Chuck, you got this.
I've got bennies to spend. That's what I've got.
Oh my.
Because it comes in with a 3. Nobody is rolling good tonight.
Okay. I
What?
banished the dice that didn't do well, and then the D8s decided to show up.
Whoop, whoop.
There we go. That is a hit with a raise.
And let's roll that raise. Come back. Here we go.
Nice. Very nice. Why is it saying you spend a GM Benny? Because this guy has bennies.
I don't know.
All right, so I'm going to do this. Then I'm going to do this. That's not so good. He soaked 1.
That's just fine with us.
And still just 1. All right.
And them.
And
Spend them.
I-
Spend them.
Wow.
Benny.
Did I just one-shot this thing?
You indeed one-shotted this thing.
Nice.
That's because I shot it first.
Right. You showed me that shooting it where we try to hit game doesn't work.
Yeah.
So I went straight for the big dome piece part.
And as you're shooting at it, you notice right at the last second before you pull the trigger that one of the skulls kind of hidden deep inside of it was black. And at the last moment, you shifted your aim and you shot that skull and it exploded.
Oh.
And as it crumbles back into the pile of bodies, Daisy and Charles both feel its essence leaving.
Gimme.
Do either of you want to count coup?
Yes.
What is that? I'm sorry.
It's
Where
where you
you-
can try to absorb enemy powers.
Oh, yeah, let's do that thing.
All right, both of you give me a spirit test.
SPIRIT spirit. Let's hear it.
Is the fear penalty still in effect?
No. This is just a straight spirit roll, not a fear test. All right. Let's see what the bones come up.
Did mine there?
Daisy's got a 5.
Okay, both mine were 5s. I don't know what happened.
And Charles has a 14.
Well, is that like he gets it because he did better than me?
Yes.
Okay,
You gonna stand on that and not spend a penny?
I'll let him have it.
Okay.
I don't get
'Cause maybe
so
it's-
many things. Yeah, it could be dud. I could just like smell like feet for the rest of my unlife.
Did it? Yep. It copied over to you. It's now under your special abilities.
Is that how I got my thing? That I don't know about yet?
No, that you got just for coming back from the grave.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, that's fun.
What did you get?
You'll find out. I'm holding that close until the time's right.
I don't blame you.
What'd you get, Chuck?
I don't know yet.
Chuck, what'd you get? What happened?
I felt tingly.
A good or a bad tingly, Chuck?
And he looks at the skull,
Which skull?
sees far ahead. I don't know. What are we supposed to do with this thing now?
Take it back to Born in a Bowl.
Oh, okay. So now we got to go back. But we know how to get back to Born in a Bowl, right?
You do.
Yes.
All right.
And
Pop the finger in my mouth.
it takes you nearly the same amount of time to return. And I had already figured out the random encounters, of which there were none. But apparently, according to some people on the Savage Worlds official Facebook page, that makes me a lazy game master.
You are, but
The latest.
do you know what it doesn't make you though?
What?
A bad dad.
Aw.
Yes.
Because had you been coming up with encounters, I would have had to take the children to the 6 places that you took them this weekend. So, and I couldn't have because I was at other places.
Yep.
Well, look at that.
So,
Real
kudos
life
to
is
whoever
more
said.
important.
So it takes you guys a couple of weeks to get back.
Weeks.
Yeah, you went from NorCal to SoCal.
It took us a couple weeks to get here.
Yep. Is there any way Doc could heal me up on the way back?
Is there any way we can make this go faster?
Not really.
I'm gonna talk to Chuck the whole time.
I mean,
We're gonna-
that's fair.
We're gonna talk about all the recipes we want to make and how much fun we're gonna have and all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
All the fun stuff.
Mhm.
While you guys are on your way back, Doc, are you going to try and heal him up?
Dave, you're muted.
You're muted.
He said, "Yeah."
Yes, obviously, Doc would absolutely use his Wonder Dart on Cole.
Wunderdot.
Wonderful. Sorry, couldn't resist.
Just to make life easier, I'm not going to make you roll because eventually you would succeed.
Yeah, and if it's
Try
over a
again.
2-week period, sooner or later I'm going to succeed and I'm going to have gotten the points back.
Yep.
So as you make your way back to the island where the Necessity Alliance and Born in a Bowl reside, you head in, you find her. The one person you notice that isn't here is that previous
Chief?
chief.
Oh, that's a shame. I was looking
And a
forward
lot of
to
his hangers
shooting.
on are also gone.
Aww.
As she sees you holding the skull as you walk forth, she says, I feared as much. And she reaches out and takes the skull, sighing heavily. You kind of get the sense that she's seen many of her friends pass on in her life. Almost lovingly, she cups the skull in her lap as she sits down on the ground and she begins to chant. As you guys are all standing there,
I'm gonna sit down next to her and put like my hand on her shoulder or on
Okay.
her leg or like because I've been there. I know all about the loss and it's really sad.
after a few minutes of the chanting, each of you, including the living impaired, find yourselves getting very sleepy. And you drift off into a deep, deep slumber. When you awaken, you find yourself on a small rock island somewhere out in the maze. All around you are great storms, and the land itself quivers and rolls. And somehow, you know you were in the aftermath of the Great Quake many years ago. You stand before a group of people, starving, miserable wretches, but you are not yourself. You glance into a pool of standing water and are shocked to see that you are Reverend Ezekiel Grimm. But there's something different. Instead of the stern countenance you remember, you see a kindly face frozen in shock and horror. You turn back to the others, your flock. Their hands and faces are covered in blood and bits of meat. They part as you stagger toward them. They hover over the mutilated form of a man. You hold a heavy pistol in your hand and you fire. One of the mob drops, but the others rush forward. Some defend you, some stab and claw and hurl rocks at you, and those loyal to you. It is a frenzy of blood and brains. A foul man, someone you think you've seen before, seethes with hatred as he wraps his single large hand about your throat. You scream the name of the Lord as your neck cracks and darkness falls. Eons seem to pass. From the darkness of the pit, you drag yourself through blood and brains and meat and muscle. A red dawn rises slowly, and you find yourself sitting amid the 13 survivors, the very ones who killed you to eat your fresh raw meat. You gaze into the same stagnant water you peered into earlier, and you still wear the face of Grimm, but you're not him. You're a cunning, malicious being formed from the hunger and hatred of others, and you hunger as well, for food, for meat, for life itself. You look at your new flock as they look up at you, blood and bone crusted across their mad faces. They bow, and the cult of lost angels is born. That's when you wake with the worst hangover of your life. Born in a Bowl continues to chant and then stops. Then she speaks in a voice that is clearly not her own. I know what you seek, and I will aid you. The evil is rising, and there are so few left to fight. The man you know as Grimm is a creature of great evil, the collective evil of the 13 who slew him. To kill Grimm, you must kill the 13 elders, and they do not die easily. But if all 13 can be slain within 1 hour of each other, near their center of power at the great black building with colored lights, their power will end. They know this and so stay far apart all over the West. But once every year on the anniversary of their first feast, from sunrise to sunset on August 23rd by the white man's calendar, they must gather to eat again and renew their power. How you accomplish this task is up to you, but the spirits whisper of a great flood, one that will destroy the 13 and their center of power, the cathedral, forever. If you wish to trigger this flood, you must control the earth spirits who guard this land once more. Find their signs in the caves. Someone, or several people, must shed blood on at least 7 of these signs. When next one of these people spills his own blood on raw soil, the spirits will answer and shake the earth. Stand at Grimm's Cathedral while the 13 feast, and you will destroy them all. Trigger the flood. Destroy the city. Kill the 13. And eyes look out of Borninable's face that are clearly not her own at the moment. And then you see the strange countenance fade away, and her kind face has returned. And she says, "Cease far ahead has spoken. And I saw what you are to do. Some of you already carry the blessing of the earth spirits." And she looks at Charles and Daisy and Cole and points where they all 3 have a scar on their hand where they anointed a petroglyph with their blood.
Oh, I remember that. That was in the cave where bad stuff was going down.
I don't remember that.
It was in the before times.
She says, "I know not where any of these symbols of the earth spirits will be, but we have time for you to find them."
Because what is it right now? What's the date?
The current date is March 27th.
Oh, I was hoping it was like September.
Right?
Right?
So you only need to find 6 more.
But we have to kill them all within an hour?
That's when they're at the cathedral. We set off this cataclysm flood thing right on them. We become the nuke.
Sounds like the end of us.
Nah. We're already dead.
And for those of us who aren't, if it ends the evil, it's worth it.
Yeah. So back to Shanfran.
I didn't like there.
Yeah, but that's where we gotta meet up with Pennington Smythe and enlist the help of the Twilight Legion to find the rest of these glyphs.
Isn't that where the bear got me?
Well, outside of town, but yeah.
Well, that's because Chuck and I were going to open a restaurant. We could go do that now.
Nah, we gotta If Grim keeps doing his thing, there won't be anybody to feed.
Okay, Chuck. To Shanfan.
To Shanfan. All right. So as you guys,
Do we
Make
still have our
your way.
wagon?
Yes.
but it's in Shanfan.
Yes.
That's why you have to go
Oh.
back to Champion because the
That
wagon's
makes
there.
Makes sense now why he wants to go back to Shanfan?
Yeah, so we can start our wagon mobile.
Mhm.
All right. As you guys are making your way back to Shanfan, where is... There it is. Okay. The trip is actually pretty easy because it's only about 3 days. And as you roll in, oh, that only did 2 days. There we go. You make your way back to the hotel. Both Pennington Smythe and Dillinger are there. And they invite you up to the room. They close the door, lock it to make sure that nobody interferes. And Pennington Smythe says, "Well, friends, tell me, you've been gone for a while now. What happened?"
Well, we had to figure out what the thing was. And then to do that, we had to go talk to the natives in the maze. And then we met Born in a Bowl, who their current chieftain at the time, I didn't even bother to remember his name. He was kind of a dick. They tried to kill us when we rescued Born in a Bowl, who then told us to go find Seas Far Ahead, and he was dead. So it's more like Seas Far Ahead, or Seas, the forehead of the seas, because we took him back with us. Then spoke through her. And then we found out that Grim is dead. He got aided by the 13. And now we've got to find the 7 spirits of the earth and bleed on them so that we can kill the 13 by August 23rd. On August 23rd.
So we're now on a schedule, so to speak.
Yes.
Yes.
We found one of those glyphs already. I was in the cave where we found all the dead triad members and the big guy. And then that thing grew out of the ground and we had to fight that.
Yes, yes. I know of which you speak.
So we need to find 6 more of those.
I will inform Lacey. Perhaps he will have better luck in tracking things down. But in the meantime, there's some rather disturbing news that requires the touch of the Legion. And since
Okay.
you guys are the best Legionnaires I currently have at my disposal,
Did you hear that, Daisy? We're the best.
Of course we are.
there is... So there used to be a town. I mean, the town is still there. And it was called Gomorrah. Gomorrah was sitting on one of the largest deposits of ghost rock ever found. And unfortunately, it caused a war amongst several factions. And rumor has it that an actual demon was summoned by one of the factions, a rather despicable family by the name of Whately, who has sparred for many, many hundreds of years with the Legion. If some of the older records are to be believed, all the way back in medieval England. However, their past doesn't really matter much. What does matter is something's going on back in Gomorrah. The miners associations have run into some trouble. Some of King's folks. But one gentleman who got away managed to bring us this. And he pulls out what appears to be a scrap of paper. It looks like it was been torn out of a book. And as he hands it over, and you guys get a chance to look at it, written in kind of a tightly crammed script, is the following. And it literally picks up apparently mid-sentence. Couldn't even consider it further. I was too afraid Mother had gone by then, and the whole west side of the town was in flames. You could hear folks screaming, folks we knew. Lord, I should have helped them, but I was crying and so very afraid. That thing, I dare not write of it again, was still out there. The ghost rock was burning, and it sounded like the devils clawing their way out of hell. And I wasn't about to let it find me and Emily, so we ran. And as we ran past the Whately house, I remembered how Billy had said once he was in the library and saw a picture of a lightning bolt in an old book. Such a strange thing to remember, but then again, there were many strange things going on in that town. And that's where the scrap of diary ends. And as you guys have much to mull over and make a decision on whether or not you're going to head up to Gomorrah, Pennington Smythe says, if there is such a book in the Whately's old house, they are known for dabbling in the arcane, so maybe it will also provide a clue to these glyphs that you seek. So, what say
Why?
you, friends?
Why do we care about lightning bolt? Why is that a weird thing?
I'm not sure, but it's odd that this person, I don't think it was a Whately. I think it was just a normal town member of the town. The fact that that sticks out in their mind is odd and worthy of investigation.
Why? I don't. I'm
I
just a
say we
kid.
go
What do
check it
I know?
out.
I just don't understand why it's so. This seems
Well,
like a
let's-
silly piece of paper.
Let's go. Well, we got to do something while we wait for the
It's
newspaper
very
man to
possible.
get us the information. So we might as well go see if this doesn't give us more information.
If there was a symbol of a lightning bolt in a book in the Whately's estate, it's very possible that that book is actually a grimoire. And at the very least, we need to make sure that a grimoire does not fall into the hands of folks such as the Whateleys again.
Why are the Whateleys so bad?
They came to our fine country back in the 1700s, landing on the East Coast in New Jersey.
Oh, well, that makes all the sense.
Eventually, their reputation started to spread as witches and dabblers in the dark arts and worshippers of Satan.
Well, then they might know something about fake auntie.
Possibly.
You want
There's
to go
even
ask them,
rumors
Daisy?
that Mother Whately gave birth to a creature that is now called the Jersey Devil. However, the townsfolk of their local town, Leeds, raised up a posse and chased them off, and the family made the trek across the entire country, within the past 20 years or so, and settled in Gomorrah. And some believe that Gomorrah's troubles all centered around this family.
Did they take a train?
No, they came by land.
That was probably safer. Trains are pretty scary. I've had some experience.
That is fair. So, please, head to the Whately estate. See if you can find this book that has the lightning bolt inside of it. As I said, it is known that some of Kang's folks are up there. So be wary of them.
You just want us to go get a book?
Yes.
And
Actually,
I'm sure Doc Stanley needs more Ghost Rock for something.
Gomorrah. Chuck, I like the name. I think we could set up shop there. Let's go.
All right. Something had to sell her on this. Gosh, I tried everything.
Pennington Smythe lets you know that the Maze Runner is yours to use
Aw, thanks.
as much as you need. And that will make your travel time a little quicker.
Okay.
Was he talking specifically to me?
No, he was actually looking at the adults. And as you guys saddle up, so to speak, onto your Maze Runner and prepare to make the run north to the Doom Town known as Gomorrah, that is where we'll pick up in 2 weeks. And if you like the maps that you see, for those of you who are watching, I make all the maps for our Weird West campaign in Arkenforge. Arkenforge Toolkit over at arkenforge.com. Head on over, pick it up, pick out all the asset packs that you want. And when you're checking out, put in the coupon code KOTSDT to get $5 off of each item in your cart. Then, we are all big fans of Norse Foundry Dice. We've partnered with them. And because of that partnering, we can get you guys a coupon code for them. Head on over, buy whatever dice you want. Put in that same coupon code, KOTSDT, and that will get you 10% off of your entire purchase. Thanks for watching and or listening, everyone. And we will see you, or you will hear us, depending on how you consume our product, in 2 weeks. And don't forget, everybody, keep it savage.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
This actual play podcast references the Savage Worlds game system and the Deadlands Weird West Savage setting, both of which are available from Pinnacle Entertainment Group at www.peginc.com. It is unofficial media content permitted under the Media Network Consent Agreement. This content is not managed, approved, or endorsed by Pinnacle Entertainment Group. Certain portions of the materials used are the intellectual property of Pinnacle, and all rights are reserved. Savage Worlds, all related settings, and unique characters, locations, logos, and trademarks are all copyright of Pinnacle Entertainment Group. Tales from the Deadlands, Knights of the Smith Dinner Table, and all of its logos are property of Knightsmith Games, LLC. For more information, head to www.knightsofthesmithdinnertable.com.